places, everyone. We're going to... That's okay. I'll just yell. They can sit for that. Okay, we got another minute or so. Just so you know, Commissioner Angel's going to be out today. But I believe we have a quorum. No, not yet.
So I was wrong then.
Okay, we'll be starting in a few seconds. I wanted to remind all the commissioners, remember to unmute yourselves when you want to speak. State your name when speaking, before speaking. And for voting on any measure or action today, we will be using the touch screen. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to call to order the November 21st, 2023 Senior Citizen Commission meeting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Can we do check up on roll call? I think we're all logged in. Oh, oops, Tobias should. Okay. Do we need to do it to vote again? Go on again? And Tobias is not in either. Okay. There are still 5 of us, so we still have a quorum.
Let the record show that all commissioners are present, with the exception of Commissioner Angel and Commissioner Tobias.
Thank you. Commissioner Hanwood, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. Today we have 2 presentations. I'd like to start with Nicole White, who is our new Special Events and Project Supervisor. Welcome aboard.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm just here to introduce myself. My name is Nicole. I've been with the City of Encinitas for about 6 weeks now. And I am filling the position that was formerly filled by Nick Buck, so supervising special events and projects for the city. And my focus right now is that amazing 2023 holiday parade that is just like 8 days away, that you're probably aware of. The theme is Traditions of Encinitas, and our Grand Marshal is Carolyn Cope. So we are full speed ahead right now. Literally just popped in to introduce myself as we get back to parade planning. Yeah, that's my focus right now. So on December 2nd, after that day, then I will be able to focus more on all the other variety of events that the city holds and whatever other special projects come my way. But my background is mixed. It is both with recreation in a city environment. I worked for about 14 years for the city of Escondido, supervising community center, aquatics, special events, youth sports, all the things. And then for about 8 years, I was an independent special events contractor, working on festivals, on large runs, obstacle courses, private events like galas and fundraisers. So a little bit of everything. So this position is perfect. I get to come back to my roots with recreation, and I get to utilize my skills with special events. So I am super excited to be here. And if you ever want to come chat with me, please do. Find me. I'd love to chat, and I look forward to working with the commission in whatever opportunities that we have.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our next speaker is Rachel Leonard, and she is with the she is an aging program specialist with the AIS, and she's going to talk to us about CalFresh.
Microphone? Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel with Aging and Independent Services. So I'm going to just briefly discuss CalFresh. So next slide, please. So CalFresh is actually the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and that is a federal program that provides low-income families with extra income to purchase food. We call it CalFresh because we're Californian. We like to call things differently. But again, it just provides extra income to purchase food at grocery stores and farmers markets as well. When you apply and you receive those benefits, it gets put on what is called an EBT card, which is sort of like a debit card that can be used at those grocery stores, farmers markets, even some participating restaurants. And you can also purchase food online through certain programs. The fees are not included with your CalFresh, but you at least have access to do online purchases. In terms of being connected to CalFresh, there are eligibility requirements, which is based off of income, household size, and other types of deductions. And then really the whole purpose of CalFresh is to provide affordability and accessibility to nutritious food, reduce food insecurity, and really just to improve the overall health of individuals. And with CalFresh, besides getting that extra income just to purchase groceries, you also get other benefits. So there is the CalFresh Healthy Living Program, which is a federal and state partnership to support healthy, active, and nourished lifestyles for low-income Californians. And so really the goal is to improve access to healthy food and other physical opportunities, and to again improve those health outcomes through nutrition education. And so some of those CalFresh Healthy Living programs would be Eat Smart, which is a workshop series where they are looking to improve the consumption of fruit and vegetables. We also have a Round the Table program, which participants enjoy hands-on cooking, facilitated conversations, and interactive activities that support healthy connections to food, self, and community. And then we also have our Kinship Food Cookbook, which is actually available through the Aging and Independent Services website, which is a cookbook of all different types of recipes that families have come together and cook that promote nutritious food. And then other benefits would be Mas Fresco, which is a program through Northgate Gonzalez Markets, where enrollees will randomly be assigned to earn either $2 or $4 in rebate, and they can actually receive up to 100 maximum monthly additional benefits to purchase fruits and vegetables. And then, like I mentioned before, there's also participating farmers markets where you can use your CalFresh, and they will do a match up to $10 in benefits, providing you with different vouchers and tokens based off of the food that you purchase. And then older adults, unsheltered or individuals living with disabilities can also use their CalFresh benefits to buy hot meals at participating restaurants. If you do want a list of those restaurants, it is on the 211 website, or you can dial 211 on your phone to get a list of those websites or those restaurants. But that just gives you access to those hot meals if you don't have a microwave or an oven to be able to cook. And then CalFresh recipients are also eligible to receive discounted Amazon Prime. So even though you don't need Amazon Prime to get a subscription for groceries, you can still get that extra benefit. And then CalFresh recipients may also be eligible for discounted or free phone or internet services. And the next slide, please. Through our affordable connectivity program, that is actually where you would receive the discounted rates for the internet. Also, CalFresh participants may be eligible to receive a discount on their SDG&E bill. And then we also have participants may be eligible to go to the museum, so they might be getting free or reduced price admission for CalFresh households. And then families may also be eligible for free childcare through the Head Start program, and this can include care for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. And then food assistance resources are not mutually exclusive. So CalFresh recipients may also be eligible for programs like WIC, so the Women, Infants, and Children, or food delivery programs for seniors. And then lastly, another benefit is the CA Fruit and Vegetables EBT project. And so this is, again, receiving rebates for purchasing fruits and vegetables with your EBT card. Next slide, please. And so older adults and adults living with disabilities can still own their own home, car, have a retirement plan, and be eligible for CalFresh. There are a lot of myths in terms of eligibility, but they are able to own lots of assets and still be eligible. So as you can see on the board there, those are the eligibility in terms of income, and it has the maximum gross monthly income and then the maximum monthly CalFresh stipend. And so it's really important to encourage everybody to apply for CalFresh because every case is different, and there are going to be different deductions that may increase your income or may increase your extra income for CalFresh. And prior to, I don't know the exact date, but individuals with SSI were not initially eligible to receive CalFresh benefits. So now that has been extended, so individuals that do receive SSI will now be able to qualify for CalFresh. So that is a big push that we are really trying to educate everybody. And then in order to apply to CalFresh, there are multiple ways. So we have Aging and Independent Services, our outreach team, where we are actually going out into the community and educating on CalFresh, but now have the ability to help individuals get started on their application, so we can do it right then and there. We've also created a form, so even if we are out in the community, maybe we don't have access to a computer, we have a very simple form that we will have them fill out, and we will follow up later with their application. We also have our self-sufficiency services, which are our true eligibility specialists for the county, and you can apply at any of the regional Live Well centers. So if you need a little bit more hands-on and maybe want to work with someone in person, you can make an appointment, or you can go to those Live Well centers to sign up. And then the most common way to sign up is through 211. Just dial 211 to be connected to a representative, and they can assist you with signing up for CalFresh. You can also apply on www.benefitscal.com, or you can mail the application. And there is actually an application that is simplified for older adults. So the text is a little bit bigger. It's just less words on the page, so it's just a little bit more age friendly. So those are your options in terms of signing up for CalFresh. And then I did bring some flyers. So it does have all the information of what your extra benefits are. Really explains it all, how to get connected, and then how to maximize your CalFresh benefits. So this kind of guides you on how to make sure you're getting the most of your benefits. And then I have some other flyers here just to help ease the application process. So that is it.
Commissioners, do we have any questions?
Yeah, this is Commissioner Hanwett. Thank you. You certainly provide a wonderful service to those who need. I was just wondering if you know how many people receive the service in the county?
That is a great question. Do you know, Matthew?
Actually, there's the opposite to that question. There are still a large number.
Come on up.
There's actually a large number of San Diegans, percentage-wise, that have not been taking advantage of our CalFresh. So that's really our role, our small team of 3 that are still going out to try to identify those older adults and adults with disabilities that aren't taking advantage of the benefits of CalFresh.
CalFresh is an entitlement program, so a lot of people think they don't want to apply because they might not need it and they don't want to take the benefits away from someone else, but it is an entitlement program. There is a pool of money for you, so everybody who is eligible will get those benefits.
This is Manager Goodsell. Thank you so much for your presentation. That's really great information. And I also just wanted the commissioners to know that I'm working with the County Aging and Independent Services to set up a date for a CalFresh County representative to come to the Community and Senior Center in Encinitas and have a table and help senior citizens learn about the eligibility and help them apply for the program.
This is Commissioner Ling, so that's related to my question, which is, how are you, the 3 of you, how are you spreading the word across the county?
So we are doing a lot of outreach events. So we go out into the community, whether it's senior housing, whether it's food banks, whether it's community centers, really anywhere where there might be older adults, persons living with disabilities. And we're talking to the communities, marketing that we're going to be there, really trying to push and encourage everybody to apply. We will also cold call places to invite ourselves to make sure that they are aware that we have this benefit and that we can come out there and help these individuals. But we also do, a lot of outreach online, just trying to get the word out to different agencies that this is available and that we are also available to support in trying to make that connection to CalFresh.
Any other questions? Thank you very much for coming out to talk to us.
Thank you, of course.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the oral communications. Do we have any speakers today?
There are no speakers today for oral communications.
Okay. Next item on the agenda, changes to the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda today?
There are none.
Okay, that brings us to agenda item 7, approval of the minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve the October 17th, 2023 meeting minutes?
This is Commissioner Hanwett. I make a motion that we approve the October
17th.
17th Senior Citizens Commission meeting minutes.
Okay, Commissioner Hanwood makes the motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
Commissioner Martin, I second the motion.
Commissioner Martin seconds the motion. We go to touchscreen voting for approval. Martin.
She'll,
Oh,
Let the record show that the motion passes unanimously. With
we didn't get a chance to vote.
Oh, you guys have to do it. Okay, so I was wondering about that. Let me see why that didn't work. Sorry. I didn't know why they didn't get to touch it. I did that. It was Hanway.
And
And it was Martin. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Just learned this today. And then they have to do it. Oh, they start. Okay.
There we
I'm sorry. My apologies. Let the record show that the motion passes unanimously, with the exception of Commissioner Angel, who is not present,
And Commissioner Tobias, who just arrived.
and Commissioner Tobias, who just arrived.
Okay, that brings us to Agenda Item 8. So, as we mentioned, Commissioner Tobias is here now. Let's talk about the Senior Citizen Commission Annual Work Plan. And I'd like the commissioners to update any work plan outcomes since the previous meeting. And I'll start with Work Plan Item 1, attend city-sponsored and city-partnered local community events serving as city ambassadors. Any updates?
Commissioner Koblenz, I did attend the art walk. I did attend the special meeting for Meet Your Elected Officials, which was quite fascinating. If you weren't there, we got to hear from our congressman, our senator, our assemblyperson, and our mayor. I also have, let's see, that's it for the city events.
This is Commissioner Martin. I also attended Saturday's art walk, and do we talk about the parade at this
We
time?
can.
Yes. Okay. I'll wait until everybody else.
This is Commissioner Ling, and Commissioner Hammond and I have been participating in the Encinitas Academy. We just concluded our last session last week, and we have graduated. So we're much smarter than we were a few weeks ago. So that's a good program, by the way. So when that opportunity comes up again, strongly recommend it. Any other updates for item 1? Okay, brings us to work plan item 2.
This is Manager Goodsell.
Oh, that's right.
So we can go ahead and talk about the parade. So obviously, that's right around the corner. It's happening on Saturday, December 2nd. And I just need one representative from the commission to check in at the information booth, which is where I'll be stationed. And that's over on 2nd and D Street. And we have 9 people that will be attending. And I'm just going to go down the list here so you can confirm. So Commissioner Martin, correct, you'll be there. Commissioner Koblenz, correct, okay. And I believe Commissioner Angel will be there, Commissioner Tobias, and then Chair Ling, you're tentative.
I should be there.
Okay. And then we have, of course, the senior award winners, Danny Salzhandler and Susan Hayes, along with their spouses, which brings us up to 9 people total.
And we have room for all the commissioners in the back of the truck.
There will be a front seat, so if we need to.
But we'll have 2 in the back of the sedan, 1 in the run riding shotgun, and then another, one of the senior award winners riding shotgun in the truck.
I understand. There was a thought that the 4 people would like to sit together. So the back seat is, if you remember, if we're around long enough that you
Okay.
went to drive-in movies in the old days, it's huge. So
Okay.
I think there should be room. If there's not, I think some of us can walk on the side.
Okay.
I don't have any problems doing that myself.
Okay. I was going to suggest, since the cars are going to be there probably earlier than the people, that maybe we have Commissioner Martin check in,
Yes. Happy
because
to do that.
that spot is right next to the check-in. Okay?
And just to anybody that hasn't gone before, some of us brought our hot coffee because it was particularly cold that night, or a snack. There's a little bit of standing around doing nothing for a little while, visiting with the city staff. So take your pictures and just bring layers.
Commissioner Koblenz, kind of like a tailgate party? Thank you.
Okay. Now we can move on to work plan item 2. Identify guest speakers for monthly meetings to provide education regarding topics related to adults 50+, and find platforms to disseminate the information to adults 50+. Any updates?
This is Commissioner Hanwit. I had the opportunity to speak with Israel Hernandez, who works for the AARP, and he's the Associate State Director for Advocacy for Age-Friendly Cities. And Encinitas is not yet an age-friendly city, although our neighbors are, Carlsbad and Solana Beach, and I thought it would be, he's got a lot of really good things to say. I thought it would be really interesting if we could invite him to come and speak January, if there's some interest.
Commissioner Farley, I'm interested in trying to get some more information on that village movement. I don't know if there's a contact person in the county. I know Jesse's on. I know you're on it. Is there like a, I don't know, like a county representative like that kind of oversees all the different village movements or village communities?
The majority of the villages are part of the Village Movement California. So there isn't really a county person in charge, and each one operates pretty much independently with the assistance of the Village Movement California. But you're certainly welcome to come to a meeting. We meet, endlessly. And we have an in-person meeting once a month, and I'll make sure that you get an invitation. You can, just observe and see what you think. The in-person meeting is on 2nd in Perspective Space. I think it's 555. It'll be in the invitation. It's just a space, used to be an office that we use for our in-person meeting.
Okay, moving on to work plan item 3, engage as organizers and volunteers with local community service organizations and the Community and Senior Center. Any updates?
Commissioner Koblenz, I'm going to say work in progress. Still working on things, making them better, and I think we can make them even better. Ideas, couple things we're kicking around, but nothing's actually gelled just yet, but work in progress. Haven't let it go yet.
And you still spend a lot of time at the Community and Senior Center, too. You drop in. Yeah. And likewise, I volunteer every week, not last week, but typically every week at the computer lab, tutoring, and also for the senior lunch program.
This is Manager Goodsell. I wanted to throw a volunteer opportunity out there for you all. If you're interested, on December 19th, we are going to round up some volunteers to help us stuff baskets and prepare them for the senior nutrition program. And that's going to take place at the Community and Senior Center from 3 to 5 p.m. So if any of you are interested in joining, please let me know. We received, once again, some grant funding from the San Diego Senior Community Foundation, which I'll talk about when we get to the
So that's
grant goal.
Tuesday afternoon, the 19th?
The night, correct, from 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay, I'll volunteer.
Okay, thanks, Norbert. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
you have a few.
I will
And
also-
we'll talk to our Girl Scouts about putting together some cards for them, too.
Fantastic, thank you so much. And we will need 50 cards. Thank you.
Okay?
Commissioner Farley, I have a question about the baskets. Are those delivered or are they picked up?
They're for the registered senior nutrition participants that come and attend. And so we'll have the baskets at the Community and Senior Center, and those who participate on the holiday luncheon will receive a basket while supplies last.
Up to 50. Okay, moving on to work plan item 4. Continue partnership with the Encinitas Rotary Club and explore other Encinitas Service Club partnerships to recognize or promote the Senior Citizen of the Year and Lifetime Achievement Awards. Any updates?
There's no updates. We will be meeting within the next 6 weeks, I would imagine, and launching, of course, the promotion of that starting January 1. But the plan, as you saw it from last meeting, is continuing.
Okay.
This is Manager Goodsell. So the nomination period will be from January 2nd, 2024 through March 14th, 2024. And it's going to be titled the Senior Citizen Service Award. And we already have a press release, a flyer, and we'll be making posters as well. And like Commissioner Martin said, we'll be working on promotion of that program within the next, 5-6 weeks from now. Thank you.
Okay, work plan item 5. Create new and sustain ongoing intergenerational programming in collaboration with the Youth Commission and other service organizations. We have an event coming up December 9th, the weekend after the holiday parade, and that's going to be our Playful Connections cross-generational game event. I believe we have a press release ready to go out. We're still working on finalizing the flyer.
I understand, this is Manager Goodsell, the press release did make its way out today to our media contacts.
Thank you.
Commissioner Koblenz, when might we see the flyer?
There is a version of the flyer that's already, I think I've already sent that to all the commissioners, but we have to finalize it. There's some changes, some tweaks that need to go in. So when Manager Goodsell says, here it is, that's the one we want to be able to distribute. And she will have copies, I think, available at the front desk.
Thank you.
Shortly.
The Youth Commission is finalizing the flyer. Hopefully, we will have a final draft today that I can approve, and then I'll have those flyers available at the Senior Center, and you're welcome to come by, pick some up, and take them around town.
Yep. And we'll have PDF copies as well if we want to provide the library and that kind of thing for their sharing.
Commissioner Farley, I have a question on when we have flyers like this, do we ever give them to the Encinitas Chamber of Commerce to put in their newsletter?
We have a contact at the Chamber of Commerce.
We do have a contact, and yes, we will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? So there's also the intergenerational garden, but I think we'll cover that as part of the grant ad hoc first. Okay. Work plan item 6, create new and sustain ongoing programs for adults 50+, including computer assistance, class offerings at the Encinitas Community Center and Senior Center, Encinitas Parks, and/or San Diego County Libraries in Encinitas. Any updates?
Commissioner Koblenz, one more time, work in progress. We're gaining on it, and I think we have some really good focuses that you'll be seeing before too long to add more to.
Okay.
This is Commissioner Farley. I said that I would help with the walking club, and so I just want to, I guess, have it noted that I have been in contact with, I believe it was Nicole that emailed me.
So this is Manager Goodsell. That may have been Amy Eustace, who's the recreation supervisor that will be responsible for overseeing the walking program. And so I'll make sure to put you in contact with her and have her get in touch with you.
Okay, moving on to work plan item 7. Leverage participation in Age Well San Diego 2.0 conversations to create recommendations and programs that can directly affect the adult 50+ community in Encinitas. Any updates? No? Work plan item 8, explore grant funding opportunities based on community needs and survey results.
This is Commissioner Hanwitt. Commissioner Ling and Commissioner Farley and I, so we've got representatives from the Intergenerational Ad Hoc and the Grant Writing Ad Hoc, met with Cheryl Cohn, who's in charge of the gardening program at the Boys and Girls Club, just to investigate whether or not we'd be able to make a connection with them to have a gardening program that would involve their the children that are involved with the Boys and Girls Club and seniors from the community. And she was very enthusiastic about it, and so we have quite a bit of work to do first, but I think it holds great promise.
So this is Commissioner Ling. I'm in the process of scheduling a follow-up meeting, and this will be with the Intergenerational Ad Hoc. So Commissioner Tobias, Commissioner Farley, and myself will circle around back with Cheryl and follow up. We had made some tentative agreements on things that information she could provide for us, and so we will hopefully meet after the Thanksgiving holiday. Go ahead.
Manager Goodsell here. So just to elaborate a little bit more about the grant that we're going to receive from the San Diego Senior Community Foundation, it's for $5,000. So during the month of December, you can look out for some live entertainment. We'll have funding for that. Also, tickets to the San Diego Botanic Garden, the holiday goodie baskets that I mentioned, and then also a fully catered meal at the big New Year's Eve dance, which is going to be on December 31st. And that'll take place from 2 to 4:30, and we'll have a live band, and the tickets for that are $10, and you can register in person for that activity. Oh, and also I wanted to mention, I did also make a request to the foundation for shade structures. We're still seeking money to purchase 2 cantilever shade structures over the outdoor exercise fitness equipment. And it is quite expensive. It's $15 for the covers, and then the installation is double that. It's actually more than double, $38,800. So for a total of $53,800, and I will let you know if we receive the funding or not. So stay tuned on that one.
Thank you. Work plan item 9, develop and conduct a survey for adults 50+ to gain insight into programs and services for this demographic. Any updates? So everybody we've shared the information with various folks. I believe the commissioners who are working on the programs and activities have copies of everything, so you can roll with that. Were you going to give us an update on communications?
So this is Manager Good. So I know that Lois Yum, the Senior Management Analyst and Public Information Officer, did receive the survey and was analyzing the results. And she said she would be more than happy to have conversation with the commission, and that potentially we could put that on the agenda for a future agenda. Would you be interested in that topic in January?
Yes.
Okay.
Sooner the better. Yeah.
And that would be analyzing the survey and marketing opportunities, is that correct?
Yes. So I think the big thing for us has always been outreach.
Okay.
How do we make people aware of the programs that are available, senior services, even the senior center? And I believe Ms. Yum had some ideas about how to engage that communication and how we might be able to get involved as well.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to work plan item 10, research best practices as it relates to adult 50+ issues and send letters of support as needed to city council and commissions. Any updates? Okay, I think that wraps up our work plan. And that brings us to agenda item 9, informational items. Manager Goodsell, you're going to give us both the operations report and department updates?
Correct, thank you. So we had 538 meals at the Senior Nutrition Program served in October, and 216 one-way rides were given. I want you to mark your calendars for the fun nutrition activities that we have coming up. November 22nd, which is tomorrow, the Thanksgiving celebration lunch, and then December 1st, the ice cream birthday celebration. There were a total of 875 non-nutrition participants registered for programs in October, and this includes the fee-based classes and free senior programs. The next senior dance is a big one, like I had mentioned. It's the New Year's Eve dance, and that is going to be held on Sunday, December 31st from 2 to 4:30. The Janet Hammer Band is performing, and there'll be a catered meal by the Flavor Chef. You can register now through December 20th to attend the dance for $10 while supplies last. It's capped off at 115 openings, so get your registration in early before it sells out. Department updates. The Encinitas Historical Society, in partnership with the City of Encinitas, proudly presents the 29th annual lighting of the Encinitas Heritage Tree. The event, free to the public, will be held at the upper parking lot at Moonlight Beach on Friday, December 1st from 4 to 6 p.m. Parking is free with an additional free shuttle service from Cottonwood Creek Park. On Saturday, December 16th, at 1 p.m. and also at 5 p.m. Join us for the uplifting holiday event for all ages, the Nutcracker, complete with a dazzling holiday party, giant mice doing battle with toy soldiers, dancing snowflakes, a Nutcracker that will transform into a handsome prince, and exotic dances from around the world. The production will be hosted in the Encinitas Community and Senior Center Gym, and tickets are online and available for purchase now. The cultural arts team is in need of volunteers for the 5 p.m. performance of the Nutcracker. So if you are interested, the volunteer hours are from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., and there are currently 5 openings available. So if you're interested, please let me know, and I can pass your contact information on to our arts administrator. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Manager Goodsell. That brings us to Agenda Item 10, Commission Member-Initiated Agenda Items. Do we have any?
There are none.
Okay, we do not have any. That's the next one. That's all right, that's going to be the next one. So Agenda Item 11, future agenda items.
Well, I'd like to recommend and I guess move ultimately.
Is your mic on?
That it's green.
Okay,
Yeah. Is it not working?
go ahead.
I'll speak closer. This is Commissioner Tobias. I'm ultimately going to move that we consider at our next meeting an item that, and I forget which work plan number it is, but Commissioners Koblenz and Martin and I have been discussing about creating a guide to volunteering opportunities in Encinitas. This is something that would ultimately be considered at the March meeting of the work plan planning group, but I think it would be useful to us to get some feedback about what to present at that point. So I will move that at our next meeting in January, we have a discussion, for discussion purposes only, we can't take any formal action about what this volunteer resource guide might look like.
Okay. Do we have another commissioner who will support this for our next meeting?
I don't think I'm ready yet.
No? Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to table that, but I will say that it is a good topic when we want to talk about our 2024 work plan, add something new for our work plan for next year. So I think it's noted that Commissioner Tobias has made this suggestion, and I suggest that we continue that discussion in March. Thank you. Okay, that brings us to Agenda Item 12.
Commissioner Koblenz, can I?
Oh, sure.
Point of clarification. Did we get the other thing on the agenda that we were talking about for next month? We had one that we all agreed upon. We all said yes, and I lost my train of thought.
Oh, that was for talking about the parade, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that was done. Okay, back again to our agenda, agenda item 12, commission reports, roundtable, all commissioners, and we will start at the end with Commissioner Tobias. Okay. Commissioner Martin?
I just would like to say I did attend an event in Rancho Santa Fe. It was actually at their historical society meeting, and found it really interesting. It wasn't very well attended, but what it did cover, which seemed to be a topic that everybody there was interested in, was the whole grief process. And it came up, the whole aspect of grief in the COVID years, post-COVID years, is a topic that perhaps someday we would have some more communications on. They were all seniors, and so I thought it was pretty fascinating.
Commissioner Koblenz?
It's been a busy month. I had a wonderful opportunity of doing the affordable housing workshop at Dove Library with the mayor and the roundtables. Incredible opportunity because seniors are going to be a large portion of our affordable housing. We know that. Very, very insightful. I was privileged enough to work with the North County Veteran Stand Down, and I'm also working with another group on affordable housing. You see, I like affordable housing. Then last night was the San Diego Interfaith Ministerial Association 36th Annual Circle of Gratitude, which our mayor was there, presented not only San Diego Interfaith Ministerial Association and CRC letter of recommendation. So just a few things that I play with. That's all.
Commissioner Farley?
I'm going to bring up the village movement again because to Commissioner Tobias's point, one of the focus of the village movement is community engagement. And so I think it's really important that seniors know like where to get their information, how to go about volunteering. And I think that, and Jesse might be able to clarify this, it seems like the village community kind of focuses on that part of it, getting the seniors involved and seeing what sort of opportunities there are for seniors to contribute to their community.
This is Commissioner Hanwood. I'll explain a little further about where we are at with Village Encinitas. There's a lot of groundwork that needs to take place before we can actually go out and embrace the people that we want to have as both members and volunteers. And the initial recommendation had been to use High Country Villas, which has about 450 seniors living close together, as a way to figure out what we're doing and how we're doing it. So we are actively working on completing a membership form, a volunteer handbook, a volunteer application. And we're also working on getting insurance because people that are going to be going into other people's homes need to make sure that that there is insurance available. There are going to be drivers. Background checks are going to have to happen. We have made a decision about a platform called Helper Village so that anybody that's involved will be able to go on. They'll be able to use the phone, but if they can go on a website, they can, as a member, your information will be in there. And if there's some service that you want, like you need a ride to the doctor on Friday at 3 o'clock, there'll be somebody else who will have volunteered to drive people places on Fridays between 1 and 4, and they'll be matched. So that will be in place. So, we're deciding on a logo. Helper Village will do a website. So you can see it's really an enormous undertaking. It takes a lot of people, and if anybody here is at all interested, I can certainly let you know when our meetings are. We meet frequently. We meet with just the people from Village Encinitas, and twice a month we meet with the California people, the Village Movement California, once with other villages that are just starting, and once with just the person that's in charge. So it is coming along. It's just kind of a slow process.
So this is Commissioner Ling, and I was going to suggest, if it's possible, to actually have a formal presentation from some representative, our local village.
Well, Amy and...
Point of order, this is Manager Goodsell. So we're on commission reports, so this is not up for discussion or dialogue back and forth because it wasn't agendized. So we'll have to
Okay.
move back to just reporting out, but
Okay.
not
Yes,
dialogue.
and that's one of the reasons why I was making the request, because we're disseminating a lot of information, but it's not
Right.
really been formalized.
Right, and I'll just finish my village information by saying that now that we are a 501c3 organization, it would be possible to have somebody come to our meetings and say
Can
what
I
I just said.
Manager Goodsell, can I suggest that we try to schedule a speaker for February?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, well, so I have a couple of other things, too. On November 13th, I attended the Aging and Independent Services Advisory Council meeting, and they had a guest speaker talking about the role of a public administrator and public guardian, something that I didn't know anything about, so that was very interesting. And then on November 15th, I attended the county's Housing Blueprint Focus Group, particularly focusing on older adults. There were several focus groups meeting at the same time, and we got to have some input into the county's blueprint for housing and what could happen that would benefit older adults. And that's it.
Okay, I don't think I have anything to add to that. So without any further ado, the November 21st, 2023 Senior Citizen Commission meeting is hereby adjourned at 2:51 p.m. Thank you, everybody.